Do you like anime? Do you like Japanese inspired things? Do you like clothes? I'm sure you like to stay warm. Well, I got this stuff for you. Introducing Imori.com, a website that introduces anime and Japanese inspired styled clothing made in-house. And you can use the code UCHI15 to save yourself 15% off of all these cool, dope hats, beanies, hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, and way more where that came from. That's UCHI15 at checkout to save yourself 15% off your entire order at Imori.com. Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Uch, and we are back again. Once again, how y'all doing today? So today, we've got the Hori Gaming Headset Pro for the PlayStation 4. Now, this again was a free product sent to me by Hori, so shout out to Hori for sending me their headset, which, like I said in my previous reviews, and if you haven't checked them out, please go ahead and click the eye above my head, wherever that is, so that way you can check out the recent reviews on the Split Pad Pro and the Fight Stick for the Nintendo Switch. As far as this is concerned, this is a first that I've ever seen Hori do personally. I didn't know that they got into the business of headsets now, but being that I only have ever had experience with Astros, and way before the time of UchiGames, I did have a pair of Tritons. I don't even know if that company is still around, but Hori is now throwing their cards on the table. They're starting to play, so why don't we go ahead and get wrapped. Hey guys, guess what I don't have? Nails! Never fails. Alright, here we go. The flap is open right here. I'm gonna just pop this open. Got two other flaps. Ooh. Oh, they got instructions, of course, in the box. And you already know what comes next. So this instruction manual aside, it does come with an extra pair of earmuffs. So let's just crack these open just to feel how these are. And within this is actually the adapter piece that goes into the PS4 controller. That's the DualShock 4 gamepad audio control attachment. Interesting. The extra ears have left and right labeled, and it does have a 3.5mm jack, which I'm sure you can use. Wow, these actually look really nice. Holy. Oh, so they turn. Interesting. Oh, what's this? So I don't know what this is. Wait a second. Okay, check this out. Hold on. This is the mic piece. That is actually pretty godlike. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this, where I'm used to seeing headsets actually detach, right? This is retractable. Now that's the future. So let me put my hair up for a second so that way I don't get this too tangled within my head here. Okay. Wow. It's like noise cancel, huh? That's pretty cool. How they look? Not too bad. So I'm gonna leave these on just so you guys can like kind of get a feel for it. Now, as far as reviewing this, obviously it feels nice, it looks nice, the presentation is good. Now the sound quality is going to be the most important part. Now obviously that you won't really be able to tell just off of hearing me talking about it, but I'm going to try and be as descriptive as I possibly can. So this adapter piece is going to go into your controller, and the microphone switch to headset connected to controller actually already just popped up on my screen. Let me actually go over to that. And then the next part is just plugging this right up to this piece right here. And literally instantly, wirelessly, it sends a signal straight to the PS4 DualShock controller, and I have a mic switch that goes on and off right here. This is a dial to control the volume of what you hear. So right now it's actually maxed out. So the dial, I don't know if you guys can really tell, this dial right here is the volume control. Right now I have it muted so you guys can't really hear anything, but when I have it all the way up, you can hear it. So what I want to hear is a game that has lots of noise going on, a very beautiful soundtrack. I want to see the clarity, the crispness of everything, and I guess what better game to test this out on is the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. Okay. Now, if I was to pull this out, can I hear myself? No. I cannot hear myself, and there's no other feature to do so. There's no preview, it seems. Oh, wait a second. This just in, guys, there is a direct volume control. You can actually turn it up right behind the ear right here. Is there any other things I'm missing out on? It sounds beautiful. So this is like an immediate switch because the knob is so small, so it's like you can't really control exactly how little or how less you can hear the game. But this just changed the whole thing right now. I was that was the one thing I was actually worried about. I was like, yo, is this actually this is all you can control? This, however, actually bends and it stays, so you can like kind of adjust it to really be up to your mouth. Well, let me actually check out what's on the back of the box, because the box actually gives you a better description really quick, so you only have to like shuffle through all these pages of multi-language features. So the ear pads are mesh. The leather ear pads are leather. The audio control attachment is obviously what we went over, and then the instruction manual. So that's all it actually says. So the W Fit cushioning to optimize comfort. So it is very comfortable. I've been wearing it this entire time, and I have had no issues with my comfort level. The retractable and adjustable microphone. Yes, we went over this. The 50mm driver with neodymium magnet. 2 interchangeable ear pad sets, the Fox leather and the mesh. The onboard audio control, and the audio control attachment for the DualShock 4 gamepad controller. So there is, so right above the ear, there's an adjustment. These do expand. Luckily for me, I don't really have to expand them much. My head's not that big. So I'm also under the impression that this is like to control the audio from the controller. If you're not trying to like reach behind, you do have the mute function for your microphone right here, but you also have it above. So right now I have it set to on. So right now, I don't believe there is any way to preview monitor your own voice, but I mean, you could kind of hear yourself. Go to my audio settings just to check something. I want to see if there is a way to like hear myself. So I don't even have to, I could put this, I could get away with put it in right there. I'm like stuttering a little bit because I'm hearing myself twice. It's not exactly 1-to-1, but this is just the microphone level, like the preview before you go into a party chat so that you can hear back how loud you are. I literally have it all the way down low. There's no reason to have it this loud, because then you experience like feedback. This is actually perfect. You literally get away with having this turned down all the way, and it sounds pretty good. And let's actually play a little bit of the game to see how it sounds. From the menu, it sounded great. Now, I just realized my recording software is not actually recording any of the game's audio. Now, I wonder... That's interesting. Okay, so as soon as I unplugged this unit, I was able to pick up the sound again from my capture software. But as soon as you plug it in, all that goes away. So I'm sure if I'm to want to hear both, we're gonna have to go back into the settings and fix that right now. So unfortunately, this is actually kind of a real bummer, but this headset would actually work best if you're not actually, if you have no intention of streaming or creating any kind of videos, due to the fact that your software won't be able to actually hear both. I'm not sure if there's any means of setting this up so that way you can just seamlessly, you know, plug up, start playing and start recording, and the game audio would be heard at the same time. But right now, can't do it. We go back into those same settings, go back to my devices, audio devices, and I switch it back to headset connected to controller. Now I can hear everything. That's basically all of the options that I have as far as that goes. Now let me just check the instructions before I like fully close out on this one. Weirdly enough, unfortunately guys, for the sake of the review, I'm actually going to just play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, hear it for myself, see how it sounds, and then just give you the feedback based on what exactly goes on. I unfortunately won't be able to capture the audio because it's only sending the audio source directly to this controller, which I will tell you right now, I actually have never had this issue before up until now, and unfortunately this is something that I have to include in this review. I will say though, the audio sounds amazing to start. Now this is going to be a little awkward because you guys won't be able to actually hear anything while I play, but wow. Yeah, everything sounds great. And like I said, there is noise canceling. Everything sounds nice and balanced. I hear the music, the sounds. I hear Cloud's footsteps right now. Well, since this is a demo, you don't really have options to control all of the audio options. Voices sound pretty clear. Yeah, these headsets really sound great. So I have to say, in all seriousness, this headset is actually really freaking nice. The ear portions of it feels really nice. Feels like you have some kind of some really good noise canceling features. You can actually rest them just like this on around your neck, so I'll just leave them right here for a second. But I will want to say that the foam padding up on the top feels very comfortable on my head. It almost feels like there's really nothing pressing up on my head, which is a very good feature to have. As far as the comfortability goes, this headset is really freaking nice. As far as the design, the sleekness to it, these Johns look almost like you're wearing a pair of Sonys. All right, so this is like really nice quality. Outside and the inside, the sound sounds beautiful, but the only problem with these is that outside of doing anything external through the means of adapters and whatnot, that's probably the only thing I could think of to get both the sound to go through these and your TV, which is obviously what's outputting to like a stream setup, your computer, whatever. So you won't be able to essentially get both. I don't know if there's a way to do that outside of what I've been doing right now, but unfortunately that is basically what it all comes down to. If you're playing to yourself, if you're playing with friends online, then all of those things and this headset actually would be just fine. But as soon as you try to record anything, you will not be able to record your video game audio so long as you're using a headset that requires you to plug in directly to the PlayStation 4 controller. However, it would be a little different if it was a USB. So I don't know if they have a USB option for this, but this is already plugged in permanently to the headset, and that's all there is to it. You have the controls right on the unit right here on the side behind the left ear, as well as muting yourself on and off. I'm wondering if that's due to the case where you do have functionality of using these like recreationally. Like, you know, if you're not, you know, plugged up to the PS4 controller, this serves as a 3.5mm jack, which can go into any auxiliary kind of port. So if your phone still has the headphone jack, you can plug these in, use them as headphones, and I'm sure you'd be able to actually use it to record like on your phone. So actually, you know what, let me at least test that much. It's like a bonus part of this. So I have an iPhone, so I'm gonna have to plug into this adapter, and it fits. Here's my iPhone. Now what I'm gonna try and do so right now is I'm actually gonna do like a voice recording. So I made sure that the mic part is on, my volume is up all the way. I'm gonna go into the voice memos. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is me and my testing voice recording right now, and that's the test. All right, I'm gonna play it back. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is me and my testing voice recording right now, and that's a test. Okay, so it does work as a regular headset. I'm sure you could use this if I was to receive a call. You'd be able to actually use this just fine. Volume control to control how loud it is. Another thing that I will say is that the mic is actually a lot better than how it sounds. You probably are not going to have to be so close to it since it is right up here. You don't want to be that close to it anyway because it does peak a lot. I did hear it back in the recording here. So yeah, there's that. Now I'll listen to like a song real quick, give you guys how my impression of how it sounds. Sounds pretty good on that song. How about one of these? Oh! Woke up with the only stone, I'm still alive. right, these sound great as freaking regular ass headphones. So there you go. These headphones for what they're worth, and here's the price right on the screen right now. Pretty worth it. But just keep in mind all the cons I did mention about streamers and video editors and whatnot, content creators, because that much does matter. Unfortunately, I really don't know if they'd be as optimal if you're gonna try to use headsets while recording for streams or anything like that. But for all other purposes, success! Solid headphones. These sound really nice when you listen to the music, when you listen to your games. I definitely give them an approval for that. So I'm glad I actually tested it out on my phone just to see if these could be used outside of just for gaming. So if there's any other things you might want to know about this headset, make sure you are hitting up my comment section. Put all your comments, concerns down below. Hit me up on Twitter with whatever. All the social media links are going to be in the description, and as well as a link to get these in the description as always. Make sure you guys taking care of yourselves. Have a good one. May the power protect you, and I'll see y'all next time.